Okay, get the one so Jugiru Nanya, or give name.
Nah, Ika Wulamo. Or when you know you're not a nose of the Nansumuni Lam.
Can't about machine now. Jeba Pound, I want you dinner. Give on your disco.
Spices is available in many exciting variants: nutmeg, curry, thyme, ginger, garlic, curry masala, and more. Buy the tasty Tiger Spices and add it to your cooking for that irresistible taste. Tiger Spices, when good taste matters.
In a land of myth and a time of magic, the destiny of entertainment rests
on the shoulders of Sapientia.
His name
95.3 FM. Radio
Sapientia.
Your choice, your voice.
Oh yeah! Another big Friday! Kickstarting your Sapientia fan zone. Another prediction Friday. Another preview Friday. Another day of football. Yes, we saw that big game yesterday night at the Tottenham Stadium between Jose Mourinho's Tottenham and Thomas Tuchel's Chelsea. That was the game yesterday. We saw that, and we all watched Jose Mourinho's Tottenham. We saw them fall yet again at home. This time around to Chelsea. Who continue the unbeaten start under new manager Thomas Tuchel. And they've also moved into the Premier League top 6. Top 6. Top 4. Top 6. First up penalty scored by Jorginho. After Rick Dyer needlessly brought down Timo Werner inside the box. That red penalty giving Chelsea a crucial win at the Tottenham Stadium. And Tottenham, of course, are now down to 8th on the table. 3 straight losses for Jose Mourinho for the first time ever in his career. Losing back-to-back games at home. It has never happened in all the years of Jose Mourinho in management, but it has now happened. No thanks to Chelsea and Thomas Tuchel and what they did yesterday. No thanks to them. Mourinho has now lost back-to-back home games for the first time in his career. And Tottenham, of course, also losing 3 on the bounce. And it was a deserved win for Chelsea, because yesterday Tottenham were lacking ideas. They lacked ambition. They lacked belief. They were negative. And Chelsea ran ragged, finishing them off in a dominant display. And if they took the chances they created, maybe, just maybe, the outcome would have been like what happened on Tuesday between Man United and Southampton, when one big team beat another team 9-0. But then, of course, they didn't take their chances. Chelsea and the attackers still searching for goals. Chelsea. But then kudos to them. And Tottenham were dismal. Negative game plan. No hurricane, no party. No hurricane, no party. In fact, just the attempt this guy made at the end, talking about Carlos Vinicius, when he headed wide, Sergio Aurier's cross at the far post, when he was unmarked late in the game. That was perhaps the only scare Chelsea got in the game. The only real scare. Of course, that man, Thomas Tuchel, he has wasted no time in laying down his mark, making his demands to the players of Chelsea. And I tell you, have you seen this guy on the touchline? So animated, so agitated, so motivated, so full of life, so vivacious. Thomas Tuchel. He was prancing like a schoolboy yesterday night, edging the team on, charging them on to the win. New days are at Chelsea, I tell you. New days. This guy was there throughout the game. He was constantly expressing displeasure or excitement or discontent. Sometimes he will be shouting, yes, yes, yes. Sometimes he was clapping yesterday night. And sometimes he will bellow, go, go, go. He was urging them on yesterday night. And it was a massive, massive win, because it's not easy to beat Jose Mourinho at home, especially when he has never lost 2 successive games at home in his managerial career. Well, maybe early days it is, but I tell you, so far, Thomas Tuchel has got Chelsea playing faster. More peaceful football. Some interesting combinations. Forward passes. Intricate links. Beautiful relay of football. So it was a comfortable night for Chelsea. And even though at some point they lost Thiago Silva, who went out, he went down to a hamstring injury in the first half, where they brought on Andreas Christensen to replace him. But you could almost hardly not notice the change, as it was very comfortable for Chelsea. And the goalkeeper, Edouard Mendy, was really troubled. He was barely troubled in the game. He had only one diving save from Eric Lamela. All right? And again, this boy called Mason Mount, so far he has been doing so well. He has been proving to us, so especially people like me that have always criticized him, that he is not just a Lampard boy, that he has the nerve and heart to have a look in under this new regime at Chelsea. He had some driving runs, full of energy in midfield yesterday, as he has always had. And that guy, Timo Werner, well, he's still struggling to get a goal. But then, some good signs. Positive moves. I remember he's got an assist, because it was who was brought down for that crucial penalty that earned Chelsea the crucial win. And he never stopped running, despite not always enjoying the best of fortune. Timo Werner. So all in all, it was a pleasant night for Chelsea. Beautiful night for Thomas Tuchel. A sweet night for the team. And Jose Mourinho. More woes piling up for Jose. More woes. Because instead of moving up, they are moving down the table, I tell you. And like I mentioned, Mourinho has now lost back-to-back home games for the first time. And it was his 327th game. Yes! 327th game. And by the way, the last Chelsea manager to keep 3 clean sheets. This guy has now kept 3 clean sheets, talking about Thomas Tuchel, in his first 3 games. Remember, he first played Wolves the day after he was appointed. That's Wednesday last week. He was appointed on Tuesday last week. Today, on 10 days on the post. He's now 10 days old as a Chelsea manager, Thomas Tuchel. So that game against Wolves was 0-0, so they didn't concede a goal even though they didn't score. And then at the weekend, they beat Burnley 2-0. And then yesterday, they beat Tottenham 1-0, which means he's still on a clean sheet run. And the only Chelsea manager to have had 3 clean sheets in his first 3 games in charge was Jose Mourinho back in 2004. August 2004, when he was hired. That time, the special one, fresh from FC Porto at Chelsea. That was the beginning of, you know, the revolution in football, as brought about by a combination of Roman Abramovich and then Jose Mourinho, what they did to England. And Thomas Tuchel has done it now. 3 clean sheets in his first 3 games. And talking about contrasting fortunes, Tottenham have lost back-to-back Premier League games for the first time since November 2012. And by the way, these 3 games means Chelsea has now won 7 points. That is 1 point from Wolves, 6 from both Burnley and Tottenham. 7 points. And do you know that this 7 points Chelsea has now won from 3 games were the same number of points that they won from the last 8 games under Frank Lampard? Oh yeah, the last 8 games under Lampard, Chelsea got 7 points. Not good enough. 7 points in 8 matches. And now Thomas Tuchel has got it in 3 games with crucial clean sheets in the 3 games. And then Tottenham cannot play without Harry Kane. They have lost 4 of their past 5 league matches played without Harry Kane. And then Mourinho has not won any of his past 7 games against former club Chelsea. Mourinho has not won any of his past 7 games against Chelsea, his former club. Not even one in his past 7 games with Mourinho. He has not won one. And that is his joint longest winless run against an opponent in his managerial career. The last time it happened was that time at Barcelona when he was at Real Madrid against Barcelona between April 2011 and January 2012. That time, Fabio Eliante, including him, was fouled by their 5-0, and he came out to say after the game that it is better to lose 5-0 in one match than to lose 1-0 in 5 matches. Jose Mourinho! Oh yeah! And then Jorginho was scoring his 10th Premier League goal yesterday night. And 8 of those goals have been from penalties. And then Timo Werner has joined in the most number of penalties won this season. 3. He has won Chelsea 3 penalties this season. Alongside Jamie Vardy for Leicester City. Anthony Martial also. And then Patrick Bamford. Big game for Chelsea. And for Thomas Tuchel. It was the first big test since he took the reins. Well, they were fluffing their lines. Profli gets in front of goal for Chelsea. But maybe, just maybe too harsh to expect miracles to happen in 10 days. Oh yes, he's been in charge only 10 days. But then there are clear signs of change already at Chelsea. They've already changed to a 3-4-3 system. And they've also had a new transition to a short sustained passing and a high defensive line. And then regularly the players switch positions. And it's a beauty to watch. The way they switch game, string passes together, move the game up high, more quickly, and more purposefully. Chelsea! Thomas Tuchel's Chelsea. And I tell you, the Blues are back. And they look ready to go all the way. And if slip-ups happen in front of them, they will be ready to step into the hole. Chelsea. By the way, yesterday night, Tottenham, like I said, they were negative. But maybe it was because Chelsea were too good. Well, Timo Werner has now gone 13 games in the Premier League without a goal. But then he was restored yesterday night to a centre-forward role. And he won the penalty, which Jorginho scored. And once again, well, since Thomas Tuchel took over, none of Chelsea's attackers have scored. Remember against Burnley, it was Cesar Azpilicueta and Marcos Alonso who both scored to beat Burnley. But then positives also, Callum Hudson-Odoi, who seems to be the most beloved at this point for the new manager. He was there again yesterday night, a constant menace in a more advanced position. And Mason Mount proving that he's more than a Lampard pet project. He excelled again. And he almost scored. For Jose Mourinho, maybe it's time to start asking him why he has continued to overlook Dele Alli and why he has also continued to limit Gareth Bale's involvement, especially when you're lacking wins, lacking goals, and going down further the table. Yeah. So, of course, kudos also. Look at this Thomas Tuchel and what he's done at Chelsea. Well, for the first game against Wolves, he began with that 3-4-3 formation, and he relied mostly on the old guard, bringing them on in that game, and he gave a start to just one of the new boys. And we're talking about the fact that it's like this guy has come to stop the progress of the Chelsea youngster for the academy. But then he explained it. He said no, that it was just his first game in one day, that they just trained once. And so he needed to rely more on the experienced players for that game. Okay? But remember, in that first game, already, it was a match, it was a record-breaking game for Thomas Tuchel, because they dominated the game against Wolves. They had the bulk of possession on that day, and they set a club and Premier League record, even though the game ended goalless, if you guys remember. Just training for 24 hours before the match. And he had Callum Hudson-Odoi in that game as a wing back. It was one of the tactical switches we've seen so far from this guy. They were dominant. They completed a total of 433 passes in the first half. That is, in the opening half of the game, Chelsea completed 433 passes. Passes completed, 433. And that is their most in the first half of a Premier League game since at least the season of Jose Mourinho's first season. That is 2003, 2004. Since that time, they had never had that much number. And it was also the most passes completed by a Thomas Tuchel team in the first half of a top flight game since May 2016. That time it was in May 2016 when he was manager of Borussia Dortmund. They had a game against FC Köln where Borussia Dortmund completed 503 passes that day. So this is the next 433 passes completed. About the final whistle, Chelsea completed 820 passes with 78.9% possession, and that is the highest total by a team in a manager's first Premier League game in charge. That is, no manager in the Premier League history ever in his first game in charge has had that kind of total. 820 passes completed and 78.9% possession. Thomas Tuchel at Chelsea. And in the second game against Burnley last weekend, he named academic graduates Mason Mount, Tammy Abraham, and also Callum Hudson-Odoi in the team. And it was his first win. Now, Lampard placed emphasis on giving chances to the Chelsea's academic graduates. And Tuchel said that he will not stop using them. I will continue to rely on anybody that is ready. Thomas Tuchel and Chelsea. I remember that day. It was 2 stones which Builder Lampard rejected that became cornerstones in terms of goals. Cesar Azpilicueta scoring and Marcos Alonso also scoring. They were the 2 scorers that night against Burnley for Chelsea. And one asks this question. How do you leave a player like Cesar Azpilicueta on the bench and forget him there on the bench match after match? Well, Reece James is never a bad player, never a bad defender, even though he has made some mistakes which cost Chelsea some games, brought some goals, especially during their poor run. But then you can excuse him. He's a youngster still coming up the ranks, and nobody is above mistake in the game. Is it Virgil van Dijk? Is it Sergio Ramos? Nobody is above mistake in the game. Anybody can make a mistake, let alone defenders. I've seen great defenders. And when there was one game where, was it David Alaba that dribbled? Okay, I think it was Boateng. I can't remember exactly now. That dribbled. This Barcelona great. This is their former captain, Barcelona's former captain now. This one, Lotus Mafia. This Barcelona captain now, former captain of Barcelona, before in yesterday, the one that retired when he said the one that also quit some position at the club. If it's about making mistakes, any defender can make a mistake, make a wrong move. But then, so if Reece James makes a mistake, we should not call for his head. But how do you abandon a Cesar Azpilicueta on the bench match after match after match after match? How do you take a Marcos Alonso? Okay, yes, somebody has reminded me of it. Carlos Puyol, yes, that's his name. I remember now. How do you take a Marcos Alonso and throw him away and abandon him there? Look, as since this guy came, he switched to a formation that has been, more accommodating for players, to keep players happy. So far, he's switched to a 3-4-3 formation, which in effect is more like a 5-man defense team. That is 5-man defense. At the center, you have the same scissors Pliqueta that Lampard refused to give a look in. Partnering with, so far it's been Thiago Silva and Antonio Rudiger. The three of them there at that of defense. Everybody's playing. Okay, for now, Kozuma is out injured. He's out injured. So we are not yet talking about whether he should feature or not feature until he returns. And then the same Rhys James is now playing at wing back. And by the other side, he has played Ben Chilwell. He played him last in the Burnley game. Yesterday it was Marcos Alonso. And he also finds a way of playing everybody. As far as you're not injured. And so far it hasn't been bad for Chelsea. There was something he said last week. He said that when he finds the right 11 players to win him the game, he is going to stick to them to play the remaining matches he has to finish the season and now plan for next season. And the truth is that, honestly, with everybody, no matter who you are, anybody that is made the manager of Chelsea right now will have some selection headache because of the array of stars. One is that you have lots of players coming from the ranks, that is coming from the Chelsea Academy, who are very good and who have enjoyed a lot of playtime under Frank Lampard and have done well, giving a good account of themselves, that you cannot ignore. These guys are there. All these guys I mentioned, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Mason Mount, Rhys James, Fikayo Tomori has now been sent out on loan during the January transfer window. So these guys are there making a case for themselves. And then you have the old guard. They're still there at Chelsea. Talking about Antonio Rudiger, Aspilicueta, Marcos Alonso, and all the rest of them. They're still there. And then you talk about the people who are also the bulk of the team, who are also very good players. The N'Golo Kantes, Jorginho, Kovacic. These guys are there. And then you still talk about the new signings that must bed in because they've come with a lot of money. Talking about all those Ziyech, Kai Havertz, Timo Werner, and all the rest of them. So I don't agree to what Jose Mourinho said yesterday, before the game yesterday, that it is easy to coach Chelsea. No, it is very difficult to coach such a side like this that has an array of different kind of stars. I don't think any team has this kind of headache. That is, at the same time, a team has an impressive unit of old guard who must play, has another unit of very good players who are focal part of the team who must play, and also has a very good unit of new signings who have come at a lot of money who must play, and at the same time also has another good unit, another wonderful unit of array of attacking of beautiful players coming from the academy, and all these four units must function well and play together. So it's a difficult job to get your winning formula in Chelsea, to get the right 11 to win games in Chelsea, because they have lots of qualities all over the place. But any manager that will be able to harness these talents at the disposal, they are Chelsea. Because I don't know, Chelsea has a very good squad, has perhaps one of the most wonderful clubs, wonderful squads in European football on paper. Now, how they now get to function together is a case for another day. But in terms of the quality of the squad, look all around you. We can talk about the fact that Kai Havertz is not yet the player they signed. But you don't take away his numbers. I already told you that in 2 seasons he scored 38 goals for an attacking player. And look at Timo Werner and also his number of goals. Is this Hakim Ziyech and the number of creations he's had? Or is it the towering defender, Thiago Silva? So, at the same time, Chelsea has different kind of quality players in all departments of the game. You can imagine that on the bench at Chelsea, is a goalkeeper signed for as much as £71 million in Kepa Arrizabalaga, who has been kept out of the team by another goalkeeper by name Edouard Mendy. That's how Chelsea is. They have a £71 million goalkeeper on the bench. You can imagine that. It's not happening anywhere in world football. No club has that. So that shows you the kind of quality this team has. So all Chelsea needs is to find the right rhythm, the right winning formula, and the balance to shock the whole world. And because they have almost every kind of thing, if they get everything moving well and on their day, no team in Europe will bust Chelsea in any match. No team. Is it Bayern Munich? Is it Juventus? Is it? No team can bust this Chelsea team if they find a way to harness the potentials and the talent they have in that team. So question is Thomas Tuchel that manager? Is it that sharp departure from Frank Lampard? Is it the right mix to make it happen at Chelsea, to at least save what is left of their season after spending a lot of money? So that's why today we're talking about the fact that if we have to judge the guy so far, 10 days, 3 games, we are not actually saying whether he's good or not. The jury is still out. He's still very young. But then 10 days, 3 games, we've seen it. First game, 0-0 clean sheet. Second game, 2-0 win, clean sheet. Yesterday, 1-0 win, clean sheet. So 3 goals in 3 matches, 3 clean sheets, 7 points from the 3 games. All right? No loss yet. So judging by his style, his selections, his results, how do you rate Thomas Tuchel's reign at Chelsea so far as different from Frank Lampard's? And then remember, of course, it is another Friday here on Sapientia fans on when we talk about the games we have over the weekend. And it is getting tonight in Germany, where Hertha Berlin is playing host to Bayern Munich. Yes, tabletop in Bayern Munich. Away from home tonight, Hertha Berlin. And in Italy this weekend, we hope to see Fiorentina playing host to Inter Milan. And Juventus will be at home in Turin to welcome AS Roma and AC Milan. They will welcome Crotone in Italy. And in Spain, Huesca versus Real Madrid. And Real Betis playing host to Barcelona. And in England, it will be Aston Villa playing host to Arsenal. Man United is at home to Everton. And Tottenham desperately needing the win. They welcome West Bromwich Albion. It is Wolves versus Leicester City. And Liverpool versus Man City. The biggest game of the weekend. Happening at Anfield on Sunday. Just before Chelsea travels to play Sheffield. And then, of course, in front, it is Marseille hosting PSG. So we'll be talking about the predictions here and asking you who will carry the day between Liverpool and Man City. Oh, yeah. Big weekend. In the offing here, Sapientia Fantel. I'm talking about the big one happening at Anfield on Sunday. Well, struggling Liverpool. Are they still struggling? Oh, yes, they are. They can still not call on Diogo Jota. Someone signing Diogo Jota is still out for a couple of weeks. So he won't feature on Sunday. But then there's a chance for Sadio Mane to return from injury. Liverpool, of course, also sweating on the fitness of Alisson, goalkeeper Alisson, who was out sick. as they lost to Brighton in midweek. So, of course, they hope to have him back. They also hope to have Fabinho back from injury. And if Fabinho fails to recover in time, then either Ozan Kazak or Ben Davies, who both came on the deadline day, Ozan Kabak or Ben Davies, either of them should have a looking. I remember that name. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain has played well against Man City in the past, so he could get the nod in midfield over James Milner if Jordan Henderson has to play at the back. By the way, Xherdan Shaqiri and Curtis Jones are other options. That is for Liverpool. And for Man City, Pep Guardiola has ruled out any chance of Sergio Aguero returning as he continues to recover from coronavirus. And remember, no Nathan Ake and no Kevin De Bruyne. They are both still out to injuries. And Man City's boss, Pep Guardiola, has already experimented with a back three in recent weeks to get both Aymeric Laporte and John Stones in the same side with Ruben Diaz. So let's see how that plays at Anfield. By the way, Joao Cancelo will certainly start, but it's unclear whether he will be on the left or right. Kyle Walker has dropped out of favor of late, of course. So it's an interesting game. And if still again they play without a recognized striker this time, it will not be surprising. Pep has done that again and again. And still talking about the game, Man City have won their last 9 matches in the Premier League. Yes, last 9 games in the Premier League, all wins for Man City. But then for Liverpool, they have not lost in their last 21 games at home against Manchester City in all competitions. And then Man City have kept a clean sheet in their past 6 matches in the Premier League. They've also been winning at both half and full time in 8 of their last matches in the Premier League. But then Liverpool has failed to score in their past 3 home matches in the Premier League. And then Man City have scored at least 2 goals in their last 3 away games in the Premier League. And remember, if Liverpool loses, if they lose to Man City on Sunday, they will be 10 points off the pace. And now, talking about Liverpool and their woes, they've lost back-to-back home league games without scoring for the first time since 2012. And that was coming after their remarkable 68-game unbeaten run at Anfield in the Premier League. These guys have not lost 3 home games in a row without scoring in the last 100 years. So I don't know whether this time around Man City is going to add some more injury to Liverpool's woes. And then Man City, of course, they've really clicked into gear. They have had 13 straight wins in all competitions. They're actually unbeaten across the last 20 games. And within this period, they've kept 16 clean sheets. And if they win Liverpool, ladies and gentlemen, they could well have won the league this season. Remember, they still have a game to play, an outstanding game. So, of course, it is evenly poised. And Liverpool are unbeaten in their last 17 home games against City. The last time they lost at home to Man City was in 2013. And this is City's best chance to end that unwanted record because of their current woes, Liverpool. So who is going to win on Sunday? Would it be Liverpool to still revive their hopes of defending their title? Or will it be Man City to win away from the rest of the pack? Tell us the Sapientia fan zone. And that's how we come here today. Special Friday, the 5th of February, 2021. My name is JJ Agadaguze, the Evangelist Radio. And I am welcoming you from wherever it is you're joining us from today on Sapientia Fan Zone. Don't forget to join us on social media, on Facebook, Radio Sapientia 95.3FM Onitsha, and on Twitter. At Sapientia 95.3FM, that's a handle on Twitter. At Sapientia 95.3FM is a handle on Twitter. Once again on Facebook, Radio Sapientia 95.3FM Onitsha. That's a page on Facebook. The conversation is already raging there, and it continues today on Sapientia Fan Zone. All you have to do is search for the page, like the page, and join the conversation. Sapientia Fan Zone, Friday afternoon. Here with JJ Agadaguze, the Evangelist Radio. You're all welcome. There is another question on the show today. While we're talking about the games, we're asking you today, if you have a single-legged match, a final, a must-win final, just one leg, a must-win final game to play and win a major trophy, which manager would you pick for the game and why? That is, you have a one-legged final match to win. You have a game. If you play, you win a major trophy. Which manager would you pick for the game and why? And then question number 2 is similar to the number 1 question, but then it's different. If your team was one goal down in a major final, and you need to bring a manager to win that same match for you, which manager would you choose to make the right tactical change to win that match for you and why? These are the intriguing questions on the show today while we talk about the games. But the one we saw yesterday and the one we will see this weekend on Sapientia Fan Zone. Good afternoon once again. Let's talk football here. Once again, welcome. Okay, we're still here on Sapientia Fan Zone today. Let me welcome all the beautiful people joining us live on Facebook on JJ Agadaguzie. Another beautiful day here, and we are so glad to be your host. I see you all. Good afternoon to Jesus Morning Star. Chika High Star, welcome. Good afternoon to you too. And Mega Piudo, I can also see you on Facebook. Monica Callistus, welcome here today. And make call for Chris. Ino Collier. Ndemachoma Cynthia. Fasciano Mario, good to have you today. Awele Temo. I can also see you, Emilia Lucky Boy, Nenny Royal, Chumezia Rinze, Ekechi Hillary, listening from Lagos. Welcome here today. Igbo Koye, say Chelsea is getting in small. Chumezia Rinze wants to know update on Thiago Silva's injury. It's a hamstring. I already told you that. Ekechi Hillary, thank you very much. Wisdom Eagle, welcome here, Favor Kenzie. Jonathan Victor Chimex. Okay, said I believe in Tuchel with his 30-man defender still a friend. We're bouncing back for good. Watch out for Tuchel, he says. Peter Anyaka from a bag and I got to have here today. Obolu Gochuku says surprised that Chelsea won Jose Mourinho and Kane. Jonathan Victor Chimex is also here. And he said, imagine you say, how do you expect Chelsea not to win today? They had World Cup win and N'Golo Kante on the bench. It was raining, and that's why Timo Werner went down in the box. The officials are against them, so I prefer not to speak anymore. Okay. Chamako Halete. Chamako Halete say, good shout out to all my fans. Good to have you today too. Joseph Nandez is also here. Good to go with Tuchel. Champions League is our target, he says. For Clemento Jago. Thank you very much. Mwakawa Rosemary Flora Chinwe. Gosmaki Ba. Omechineme Isaac. I also see a Bonne Peace Amarachuku. Levi Sam is here. Erumole Manase. Link CSCK. Zande Zuchukwoko. Say he's a Man U fan. Tuchel shows that Lampard has a long way to go. But I think this boy betrays Super Frank Lampard. Ufono Merichini is also here today. And Franklin, thank you very much. Importachino so John Cliff. Nedo Classic. Ivan Anthony is here. Ekechi Hillary Akua for Kija. Ivan Anthony Aloysius Nzeribe. Christopher Fingers Lisakwe. Wankwebele Linda. Osito Nora. Abomvare Osaze. They said more work to be done because forwards are not scoring. Kudos to Chelsea anyway. Eric Onowe is there. Chidera Asomta Ogaraku is also watching. Maliva Sunday from Onitsha. Got to have your Nadu Okamaka Franklin Ogele. Chieme Sunday Chieme. Ewa Prince. King Solomon. Ogado Samuel Namdi Mweze. Emeka Oka for Chris. Onyana do mi je, enwerem. Onyana do mi je, enwerem. Onyana do mi je, nani Jesus gedu maga. Enwerem. Onyana do mi je, enwerem. Onyana do mi je, nani Jesus gedu maga. Okay, of course, we're still here. What should I tell you on the news? Or maybe I should tell you about Andre Onana, the Ayers goalkeeper, who's been handed a 12-month suspension for doping violation. 1 year doping ban after failing drug tests. This was the guy Chelsea almost signed as goalkeeper before they went for Edward Mendy. Tata Friday, can maybe phone line can you phone get put out? Oh no, lots of games to talk about, perhaps, and then questions to answer on the show today. And you can keep it coming on social media on Facebook, Radio Sapientia 95.3 FM Onitsha, Radio Sapientia 95.3 FM Onitsha. That's our page. At Sapientia 95.3 FM is a handle on Twitter. Let's also hear from you there. More people joining us on Facebook. Nice to have everyone. Emeka Cover Chris says, what's the latest news about Andre Onana? Well, you heard it. Mazi Chris. Welcome here to Josh Wire. He's also here. King Solomon says, breaking. Ibrahimovic has scored. Lampard to sack him again after Chelsea's win over Spurs. Okay, let's keep going here. Jesus jigide Osogi Kangaba Merigi Kakemeriwa Nemike Ogenine Kangarida Orebubeya Kederuarina Bemo Isi Kedu Kedadi Tata Akakaya. Okay, of course, time to swing the phone lines open and hear your great voices. 081 86 555 184 081 86 555 184 and also 090 39 19 5402 090 39 19 5402. Don't forget on Facebook, Radio Sapientia 95.3FM Onitsha, and on Twitter at Sapientia 95.3FM. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. What's your name?
This is Wan-Bissaka.
Wan-Bissaka on your Manchester United. Keke Meli. I'm good. Where are you today?
Yeah, I'm doing a shoe side in Korea right now.
Okay, welcome. Oh.
Thank you.
So, where do we start from? Okay, looking at this guy, Thomas Tuchel, so far, just 10 days in charge, 3 games. I beg you, going to come up from your radio, I beg, or tune down the volume.
I don't come out there.
Okay, so 10 days, 3 games in charge, 3 clean sheets, 7 points, and 3-4-3 formation. The way the team plays, approaches games, I don't know. How different so far has it been from Lampard?
Teacher, I'm about that man. I don't think more. Or what be you already surprised?
Okay.
Or what be you already surprised? Because first match again against Wolves, Lampard could not win a big team. And even to score off a Lampard. And the Emirates Wolves and the Everton included in a big team, which Lampard did not beat, including Manchester and Tottenham and also other big teams. First match again, a Bafa draw. Second match again, Oboro 2 and 3 again, the goal. The attackers already am for Amela. Third match again, Oboro penalty.
Okay.
Nothing to show for your attack. So, I will be here for the each because I could remember when they're going to force Agra. The man win every other 11 straight competing raw. So, I will be home. Even though I'm going to over 86 I can not loan. Now, that man 10 matches. Oh, yeah, operate. I have as you know, we're joining. So, 3 matches to judge him on our way for this special idea. Lampard.
All right. This weekend you're playing Everton. Everton is a team you know how to win.
Yeah, Everton is a team you know how to win. But Everton, we had included in this top 4, and he had the contact, and everybody now hope to Siranya. So always go break now. Every Pondi can Liverpool marry her.
So
what you break now? But I pray we win Everton by 3 goals to 1.
3 goals to 1 is your prediction, but then you put prayer in it so that all these are not here to honor. All right, no wala. What about the Liverpool Man City game?
Nah, that match. I was telling Liverpool win. Liverpool will win 2-1.
Okay, you want a win for Liverpool so that you can close the gap on Man City.
Yes.
It's all good. So you're actually dreaming of this Premier League.
Yeah.
So you are actually dreaming of this league. Hey. Okay, I'll take a baby. Oh, no, don't do how much. Since 2013, not Jemba Honari. Manchester United. Oh, Ipugwere match on is coming up by 9 p.m. Yes, 9 p.m. That's the time for your game. Imamaya, dear Bube. Hello? Hello? Are you still here? Hello? Hello? Draw me nearer, nearer to you. My songs every day. Father, draw me nearer. Draw me nearer, nearer to you. More people are joining us. Iguago Emmanuel Van Smith. Nice to have you on the show today. Onije Kelvin Ivechukude from Asaba. Ezako, Ike Ezako. Also nice to have you here. El Nas from Yola of Manchester United, you said. Thank you very much for still being here with us today. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon, what's your name?
My name is Charles.
Where are you calling from?
I'm going from Onitsha.
Okay, Charles from Onitsha, good to have you on the show today. Which club do you support?
Manchester United.
Okay. You're playing Everton this weekend.
Yes, Everton.
But before we talk about that game, I don't know whether you followed Chelsea for these past 3 games since they had a new manager in.
Yes, I've been watching the game.
Okay, you don't see anything?
I've been watching their game.
Okay, looking at so far, no, 3 games are, it's not much. But for the 3 games, watching Thomas Tuchel and comparing what you saw with Lampard, have there been changes?
That one is initial Gana. When Solskjaer came, he played up to 12th match unbeaten.
Okay, so okay, so nothing. It's the same thing that they're doing there.
No changes. Yeah, same thing.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much.
No problem.
So what will you play against Everton?
Oh, after 9 or TV 5-0 now.
Okay, 5-0 win against Carlo Ancelotti's
Yes.
Everton.
Yes.
Pray that James Rodriguez does not score you first.
No, they don't score first. So now you beat them 5-0.
Okay. All right. No wahala. 5-0 win for Manchester United. What about the big game on Sunday? Liverpool Man City. Who is winning that game?
Liverpool win Man City by 2-1.
2-1 win for Man City. For Liverpool.
Liverpool.
All right.
Yes.
Let me ask you a question,
Okay.
If you have a single-legged must-win final to play to win a major trophy,
Yes.
which manager would you pick for the match, and why?
I will pick Alex Ferguson.
So Alex Ferguson is no longer in management now.
Then I will pick Guardiola.
Pep Guardiola for the game. So why would you pick him? Where? Hello.
Yeah.
Good to have you. What's your name?
So I have not picked my manager to win.
Okay. Oh, credit to you. The man you are not here no credit. All right. So which manager would you pick?
Yeah. First one is not you want to win or you are.
Yes, a final to win a final and get a major trophy. Which manager for the match?
Yeah, I would pick Jose Mourinho.
Jose Mourinho.
Yes.
Why would you pick Jose?
Because Jose has been doing it for a long time. What did he do? So, although I'm surprised, because he win the match, most especially final. When it comes to final, Jose Mourinho, he will organizing his back from Azia. That goes to the attack. Almost that one goal. Almost didn't win with that one goal against Ngoa. A man that match I will go. So I'll pick you somebody for final.
Okay, another question is your team they won't go down, in a major final. Which manager you go bring, make you come win that same match? Maybe by making some tactical changes. Which manager would you bring?
Coach now gonna Russia. But just a final before I don't know here the super sub in order to win match for you. I think I will go for him because you know how he is. Even right from Mbona about he's a super sub. Or 1 year in a bench with us, yeah, come and give me something I want. Of course, we'll never get him. So I think I will go for him when he comes to final. Doesn't matter the model semi-final. He's knocking her out. But I will go for him, not in a final.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Isi kendo kenade atata. Hello, good afternoon. What's your name?
Good afternoon. My name is Kid. I'm from Onitsha.
Emmanuel Chidi.
Kid.
Chidi, good to have you today. Which club do you support?
Yeah.
Chelsea fan.
Yeah.
Kudos on your crucial win against Tottenham yesterday to move into the top 6.
Yeah, thank you.
But remember, top 6 is not top 4.
Yeah, we're hoping to get to the top 4.
Okay. All right. I don't know whether you've watched the 3 games that Tuchel has been in charge. Wolves, Burnley, and now Tottenham. Have you been able to see the 3 games?
No, I've not watched the 3 games, but I saw the first game of the Wolves.
Okay.
That's half of it.
But are you in a position to compare so far what is done and, you know, the departure from Lampard and him, whether there is any difference? Are you in a position to talk about it?
Yeah, I can say there's a big difference now between him and Lampard.
So what was the difference?
The difference is that now, if you watch the second team, I found a lot to go balance now than to compare the Lampard in there. Well, all those players, you know, then Lampard is going to have easy now. No difference, no additional players. But he tries to organize the players in my position, my rope, whatever. And I was going to organize. Those old guys already get the Lampard get what they want. They have people about the match in put us as well as go balance over to compare some of Lampard.
Okay.
At the match, you select it, it's not easy.
All right. Thank you very much. This weekend, you are playing Sheffield.
Yeah. It's a must-win match. That's tell you.
Okay. So, what are you predicting?
I'm predicting 2-0.
2-0 win for Chelsea.
Yeah.
And then on Sunday, okay, it's the same Sunday anyway that you're playing. Liverpool and Man City. Who is winning?
That match is a tough match. It's just a tough match. But if I'm to say, I'll give it to Man City. That's a problem of Liverpool now.
Man City to win it.
Yeah.
All right. If you have a single-legged must-win final to play and win a major trophy, which manager would you pick for the match?
I go for just a special one.
Yose. Why would you pick Yose?
You know to play a fan game. At least. I remember when he was the first time he said it. When he was for the special one. You know how to defend it, and how to defend at his back. I think they can use that formula and find out team. He started for a team to bring that back. And if it's likely to get a goal before you, I hope the game is over for you.
Okay. Now, what about a situation whereby a team is 1 goal down and you need to win the game? Which manager you go bring, make the right tactical change to win the match?
I'll go for Guardiola.
Okay, Pep Guardiola.
Yeah.
Why?
I like him attacking forward. The way he attacks the ball.
Okay.
If attack, you have to put pressure on your back.
Okay.
You can score on goal or your foot, or probably they'll score you.
Okay.
I'll go for him.
All right. Thank you very much. Anything else?
No, I wanted to talk about Frank Lampard.
Okay.
Was interested about Lampard. Lampard had a cut of chosen that Chelsea manager.
Okay.
Because he has been here for several times. I know what Chelsea is all about. So for a person, but I know with those people or from this from Latin Bobakasia. Then those old guys, those children of that place. Like, for instance, we go about all they believe the teammates, talk about all about ball. And then, those people, so now, I got to coaches of my know from all those people that are bigger problem. I think I the coach after another coach, and you know, remember before my problem, I made a meeting, you know. So I believe we go about that things. Nobody with that mentality. I think you were to friendship with those players, you know, this is not more for my. Well, about I started attention those people again. I think see the wonder going on the possible on the possible. Everything about the members of my those things. It is not a problem, but the young man.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Jesus book Jesus book wine on him I got my rapuya I got my rapu Jesus book Oyana do me je Oyana do me je Oyana do me je Nani Jesus Yedu maga Oyana do me je Oyana do me je Oyana do me je Nani Jesus Yedu maga Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good to have you. What's your name? What's your name?
My name is Ekene.
Where you call from?
From 302 Artillery, Onitsha, Army Barrack.
Okay, good to have you, Ekene. Are you a soldier?
No, my father is a soldier, sir.
Okay, I hope you don't look for trouble.
No, I don't look for trouble, sir.
So should I come after this program and look for your own trouble?
No.
I want to come to that barrack and ask for you and look for your trouble. I'm going to come to that barrack. I will ask of you and I'll look for your trouble. All right. So which club do you support?
I'm a Chelsea fan. I called yesterday.
Okay.
And I told you Chelsea is going to win that match with the long goal.
Yeah. Chelsea has won Tottenham with a long goal and they played so dominantly in the game. Maybe because Tottenham were negative. Maybe that was what aided Chelsea to be so dominant, string passes together, hold on to possession, and something is worrying for you guys. Your attackers have not yet scored, and you are still creating lots of chances still. So I mean, does it worry you? Does it bother you? Should it bother Thomas Tuchel and Chelsea?
Of course, it's bothering every fan, I believe. If you check the match yesterday, you see that there are chances. Even the winner was there, but he couldn't convert anything.
Werner, Mason Mount, Callum Hudson-Odoi.
But even Odoi.
Yeah.
So you see how they are playing. They couldn't convert their chances. Just that it was just God that made us to convert that one, that penalty. You understand? So most of we don't have a solid attack. Not that they are not; those people are not good. Though, if you check what that guy there, that's the winner. Most especially what he played in this week, you know that guy. He's finding it very difficult to adapt to this CPS. It's very difficult for him. You understand? Not that he's not good; he's a good player. Understand? But it seems as
if the guy is faster than the EPL. The EPL is a fast-paced league where you need to have players who are very fast and efficient. But it seems the guy is even faster than everybody in the way he moves when he gets the ball. His acceleration is sometimes he runs past the ball.
I don't just know. And
I've seen some
a problem of Chelsea.
I've seen some very speedy players in the past.
Our defenders are not there to score, midfielders are not there. So it doesn't mean our strikers cannot convert or our midfielders cannot convert our chances. You see, I don't just know, but we are still hoping that there will be a positive thing from them.
All right. Now looking at hello. Looking at what you've seen so far in the style, results, selection, and everything about Thomas Tuchel, TT, it's just 3 games anyway. And then comparing it with what you saw with Lampard, is there any departure? I mean, what do you have to say about this guy in comparison to this guy?
Honestly, I don't like Lampard. I can't tell you that because it's sad. I don't like Lampard.
When did you stop liking him?
I don't like him player. I love him as a player.
Okay.
When he was playing, all through time of playing, I love him. But I don't know, I mean, since he came to Chelsea to coach Chelsea, even he did well in last season more than you. I didn't just like his pattern.
Okay. Okay.
So
all right. So I guess that answers the question already. So Sheffield, Chelsea. Sheffield, Chelsea on Saturday, on Sunday. What's your prediction?
Chelsea is going to beat Sheffield by 2-0.
2-0 win for Chelsea against Sheffield. All right. And then Liverpool, Man City. Who is winning?
It's going to be a tough match, but I think it should be either 2-1 favor of Man City.
All right. If you have a single-legged must-win final game to play and win a major trophy, which manager would you bring for the game?
I would play Man City to win. But they are in a better form.
No, you didn't hear my last question. I already heard that one. Thank you. I said now, if you get one match, one final match to play and win a major trophy, which manager you go select?
Okay, now, Guardiola now.
Pep Guardiola.
Manager. Pep Guardiola.
Okay, all right. Second question is, if your team they want go down, which manager you go bring? Maybe you can't do the right changes to win the match for you.
Manager to in EPL.
Any match to win any match. I mean, you don't want go down in a major final, and you need the manager to come and change things and win you the match. Which manager would you bring?
I don't.
Why not bring down your ear? I mean, let me tell you so. Why not this guy, Solskjaer?
No, I think Jurgen Klopp is there.
Okay, you know, just like Solskjaer. No, well, thank you.
Oh yeah.
Well, bye bye. Oh.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Good afternoon. What's your name?
Yeah, good afternoon. This is Solomon Arins here.
Solomon Arins, good to have you on the show today.
Thank you.
So, where are you?
I'm calling from Onitsha.
Onitsha?
Yes, St. Francis precisely. A Man U fan.
Okay, welcome. Oh?
Thank you.
All right. Yesterday night, did you watch Tottenham Chelsea?
Tottenham Chelsea, yes. But they are that much interesting. You know, the match are interesting like that. I watch it.
Okay. All right. Would you like to talk about? Would you like to compare what we've seen so far with Thomas Tuchel and then Frankie? Would you like to compare?
If I can be able to do what?
Would you like to compare what we have seen so far with Thomas Tuchel? Oh, sorry, we lost the call. You can call us back. Keep it coming. 081 86 555 184 081 86 555 184 or call 09039 195402 09039 195402. And please don't forget, on Facebook, Radio Sapientia 95.3 FM Onitsha. That's our page on Facebook, Radio Sapientia 95.3 FM Onitsha. Search for the page, like the page, and join the conversation. Let's hear from you. Or you send us your tweets at Sapientia 95.3 FM is our handle on Twitter. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, Manje. Good afternoon.
What's your name?
Hi, Dr. Teddy.
Okay, good to have you again today. You are in Asaba?
Yes.
Okay. We talked briefly about Tottenham Chelsea yesterday.
Yeah.
It's here today. We've seen the game. I hope you saw the game too.
Yeah, I did.
So, how you see him now? How you see the level?
You know, it's always fun when you have a different captain, you know, in charge of
a ship.
A ship. Even when it's not real, sometimes I won't want to criticize Frank so much. Yes, when you talked about Speliqueta, there were a whole lot of dimension that Reece James brought to that Chelsea side that I haven't seen Caesar do in a while. Yes, he still remains that defender that you can easily break down. But putting the ball into the box has been a difficult thing for him to do, which Reece James brought into that team. Okay, and Reece James is young, but then being the captain of the team, you expect to see him in some games. Okay, but then Frank Lampard wanted to build a young team, a team full of young stars. Probably it cost him his job. So, but then if we look back at what he did the season before this, it's going to be too harsh for anybody to criticize Frank.
Okay.
If you ask me, yeah.
Fair enough. All right. So, what has changed? Do you think anything has actually changed?
Yeah, it would be too quick to say anything changed. Yes, the formation probably might have changed. The 3-5-3 formation has become one of the Europeans' best formation of late. Inter Milan plays it. Juventus, 3-5-2. Sorry, Juventus plays it. Inter plays it. It has, in fact, Conte, Bayern, Chelsea, when he was playing Victor Moses. Okay, but then you have to make sure you have the right players who can come back and defend and then go forward at the same time. Probably that is why we have Marcos Alonso back in that team. A player I can't explain why Lampard was benching. Okay, but then it's going to take time to build something very strong in that Chelsea team, because most coaches now like a squad of pempe. Okay, and sometimes some coaches might like a situation whereby they have options, but too many options sometimes breaks the team because you have to play everybody. Considering how much you bought Kayo Havertz, you want to play him. Timo Werner, you want to play him. So to keep building pressure upon the young stars, the old lads, and then till you get a strong 11 whom you can depend on week in, week out, then you start winning matches. That consistency goes in the team, you know. Mason Mount has always been one player I enjoy to watch. I don't like to play him in the midfield. I like to play him from the flank, high up the pitch, because he will give you that drive into the box. He has the shot. In fact, he's young and he's brave. That's one thing about him that I like. I just hope Tuchel will find a way for that guy in that team and probably give him more playing time and get the best out of the youngster.
All right. Does Everton stand any chance against United this weekend?
Yeah, Everton have brought no team here and right here off, okay? Ancelotti has a way of doing his things, but then they tend not to be consistent sometimes. United win, maybe not with too many goals, say 2-1 thereabout, but I think United will win that game comfortably.
And I don't know why I have a feeling that Barcelona will lose against Real Betis this weekend.
Yeah, it's football. But then if we look at how good this guy has been lately, Antoine Griezmann, and the way he has played comfortably with Lionel Messi of late, and Ousmane Dembele not going back to the medical table. Yeah. So Barcelona has a chance. They know how to beat Real Betis. I think the last time Betis won Barcelona was under this guy, Barcelona high and case on Chiefi.
Kike Setien. Yeah, the guy in a headsman now. You didn't know be headsman before.
He was the last coach that won Barcelona with Betis. In fact, they won Barcelona in Camp Nou. So,
but you know, I know the joke when I said he's a headsman. No.
Okay.
He's actually a headsman.
I know. So I think Barcelona will win that game. It won't be a very easy one, but then they stand a chance.
All right. Everybody wants Liverpool to stop Man City's match, but do you see that happening?
No, I don't. After they lost against Brighton, I were some problem with confidence, the players. Yes, they want to bounce back, but it's quite unfortunate that they will be playing against an informed Man City side that has a very good defensive record this season. And going forward, they've been getting the goals, notwithstanding. They are not they don't have a problem winning 1-0, getting the 3 points. Okay, so it's going to be difficult for Liverpool. But then it's an open game, if you ask me. I see Man City winning that game.
All right. So which manager are you picking to win a major final for you?
I'll go for Zinedine Zidane.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why is
I'll
it?
go for Zidane. Yeah, if you look at the records, the number of finals the young guy has played in, and he has basically won all. I think he just knows how to do it. I won't give that to Mourinho again. No, I used to see Mourinho as this guy who knows how to play in the finals, but I think his tactics has failed lately. This guy severally. And the earlier he understands that football is a game of risk, and when you take risk, you have more chances. And I think he will make a better coach.
All right.
I'll go for Zidane. Yeah.
So, and finally, your team, they won't go down. You won't bring one manager to come win the trophy. Who would it be?
Yeah, I'm going to pick a Pep Guardiola.
Okay.
I'm going to pick a Pep, yeah. He got the ability to get someone from the bench and win a match.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for calling today again.
Thank you for your time.
Bye-bye.
Radio Sapientia.
Okay, of course, let me see some of the comments you have sent me already on social media. Keep it coming on Facebook, Radio Sapientia 95.3 FM Onitsha, and on Twitter, at Sapientia 95.3 FM. It is still Sapientia Fan Zone here. 32 minutes got past 2. And I am JJ Agadaguzie. I can still see more people joining us live on Facebook. And it's my pleasure to welcome you all. Yeah, nice to have you all here. Comrade Enweroji Obioma, thank you very much. Ozoma Obio. Also, Onyije Kelvin Ifechukwu there. Pascal Wise is there. Jonathan Victor Chimex. Thank you very much. As we can see me on from Umudora Anam, elected to win Everton. Pep Guardiola for the final. We're going to share for the comeback. Scholar Emmanuel. Okay, answering somebody's question on why Onana was banned. I already said it here. Doping. He failed doping test. Yeah, he failed drug tests. I can also see Onyi, the Casino Nyedix. Choma Jesus is also here. Chinanya, I see you. Padre Hill, Steve, Ugu Padre, good to have you here today. Chicote Perpetua, welcome. Samuel Pascal, good afternoon to you. Good afternoon to everybody. Keep it coming on Facebook, Radio Sapientia 95.3 FM Onitsha. Maurice Big Dreams is also here. Nice to have you all. Levi Sam Chidon Wimo says congrats to Chelsea, my club, for the win yesterday. Happy. The match is so sweet. I read to check it over 10. Thanks to us here. So happy birthday to Nwakarigo and to Eric's wife, Odinaka of Chelsea. Okay, I read someone Nwakarigo Nokija, the Chelsea fellow says happy birthday to Odinaka Favor. She's the wife of our chairman Enrico. No, big congrats to Chelsea. So far, Chelsea 8 over 10. Difference is very clear from Lampard's own for this weekend's games. Chelsea beat in the Sheffield 3-0. Other side should win. Better side should win the other games. It continues. Greeting my lovely mother, Karigono Keja, is the chairman from Boka Market, also only the one of sports fans and family. Barrister is a chairmaka Eriko No, which back Sonnet, Mommy P, Obodo Ibo, Obina Moba, Ifanyas, Chukutra, Pachano, so Paul, Chika High Star retires and other people. Then Ko Shepan is also here. Obligado, okay. Oyene do mi je, ewerem. Oyene do mi je, ewerem. Oyene do mi je, nani Jesus gedu maga. Ewerem. Oyene do mi je, ewerem. Oyene do mi je, ewerem. Oyene do mi je, nani Jesus gedu maga. Okay, continuing here. Then Ko Ishepane says Mourinho disappointed his ancestors yesterday night. Life no balance. To cheer 4 over 10. The Man City will compound Liverpool's woes on Sunday. For the tactical change, I'll go for Pep Guardiola. Happy birthday to Cristiano Ronaldo. Everybody also to okay. Greeting everybody, especially my humble family. Don't forget the fans and family at the Vagadiston Radio. Then Ko Ishepane. Ochoku. Onyimuasa Chelsea is also here. Says kudos to my sweet Chelsea for their victory yesterday night. We beat Sheffield 2-0. But that's how she win the other games. I'm also share so far 7 over 10. Greeting God Almighty. Mr. J.J. is over the from Buga Market. Stanley Manuel and other people here. Ugochukwu says Nabude Ugochukwu aka O2 Nampo Chelsea fan. Chelsea press me. Thanks to Tuchel for his deeds. We're going for Champions League. Predicting Man U Everton draw, Wolves Leicester draw, Man City Liverpool draw, Tottenham win, Chelsea must win. Okay, Chika High Star is also here. Congratulating the winners yesterday. Man U, Juventus and Real Madrid to win, Chelsea and Liverpool to lose. Pep, I'll choose him, he can deliver. Kudos to us here and fans and family. Keep it coming. At Sapientia 95.3FM is the handle on Twitter. Let's keep doing this here today. Jiggy them, on your way, Jesus. Jiggy them, jiggy them, jiggy them, on your way, Jesus. Jiggy them. Osogi, Kangaba, Merigi, Kakeme. Okay, Alexander Chukwemeka Jr. here say different. There's no difference between Lampard and Uncle T. Bets of the same feather. Two of them coach the same average teams. Rented FC. I mean, Boromi Stadium FC. Okay. And he said, without thinking twice, I will generally select Daddy G.O. Pep Guardiola as my manager for the match. He's tactically minded. Secondly, I will bring Diego Simeone Wokokija if my team will one go down. 2-1 win for Juve this weekend, 3-1 win for Zlatan FC, and then 2-1 win for Man United, 14-0 win for Sheffield. These guys, everybody stand-up comedy. The Madrid will keep disgracing themselves until they see. Okay. All right. Well, look on while. Continuing. He said you're greeting your mom, Obidia Wani, Mommy P. Eriko, no, Jojo Barcelona, if Lanyon or Che, Dede Chris, they call Amos, Cynthia Classic, Fanny Virus, Nzube Daniel, Mommy IJ, Mr. Chikoti, Odenaka Favor, and Auntie Chinwa Panka. Obina Moba, say congrats to my darling Chelsea. We're coming up. The top 4 is must for the Blues. I thought Mourinho yesterday, but it's what it is. For the main decisions for me, I'll choose Mourinho for the one-legged final. And one go down and break Pep Guardiola. He knows how to make changes and come back to win. Rating to Chelsea 7/10 so far. It's like he's trying to bring back the Chelsea of Conte. We usually enjoyed. Kudos to him. Shout out to my baby, Ndamachwan Cynthia. And continuing here, Divine Anthony Anichie says congrats to all the winners yesterday. Kudos to Timo Werner for extending his clean sheet to 15 matches now. Hey, Obiadoro Maziama. Hey, Chilik. Said the guy extended his clean sheet to 15 matches. Fia Kono. Well, look on the one I throw Timo Werner. So for Tuchu, he's really trying. I like his pattern of playing attacking football. This weekend, Barcelona, Juventus, AC Milan, Inter Milan, Liverpool, Newcastle, and Man United will all win their matches respectively. And then I want to welcome Super Laken, who has followed us here. And Eric Ono, who says, for the coach I'll use for the major trophy, is going to be Mourinho. For the tactical coach, it's going to be Pep, just to beat Sheffield, Everton to beat Man United, while Man City to beat Liverpool. Shout out to all fans and family. Keep it coming at Sapientia 95.3FM is the handle on Twitter. On Facebook, it's still Radio Sapientia 95.3FM Onitsha. That's our page. Our official page. Alpha and Omega. And some more people are still joining us on Facebook. Nice to have everyone. Samuel Pascal Morris, Big Dreams. Badre Houston, Vugu. Nice outing for Chelsea yesterday, not time to access Thomas Tuchel. Charity Charles, also nice to have you join us here. Queen V, nice to also have you here. Anyabolo Nnamdi Amila, welcome here too. And from Facebook, Monica Callistos from Onitsha, no Barcelona, no football. Congrats to Chelsea for the win over Tottenham. Chelsea are better going forward with TT than Lampard. Barcelona, Madrid, Chelsea, Man United, PSG, Bayern, Juventus, Arsenal, all winning this weekend. Liverpool versus City is a draw game. I choose Mourinho for the must-win game and Guardiola for the tactical comeback win. Thank you. Chica High Star here. So congrats to the winners. Man United, Juventus, Real to win this weekend. Chelsea and Liverpool to lose. I think Pep Guardiola, he can deliver. Shout out to all people all over the world. Fans on work, fans on family, Sapientia staff. Friday dinner, Chelsea fan from Enyi Oji River says nice result here from Chelsea yesterday. Too early to judge between Lampard and Tuchel, but for now I rate Tuchel 5/10 for matches this weekend. Let the better sides win. Once every day, when I draw me nearer, nearer to thee. If I emulate Prince Michael from Fegi Onitsha. Is here. Then Wabundo Henry Afam says Mourinho is outdated. He should understand that and change his tactics. As for the finals, I'll go for Pep anytime, any day. He's the godfather of finals. Barcelona is winning. Man City is also winning. Barcelona for life. Evanya Emirates Prince Michael. 3-1 win for Bayern Munich. Juventus to win 3-2. AC Milan 7-1. Madrid to win 6-2. Real Betis to beat Barcelona 5-1. 6-1 win for Arsenal against Aston Villa. 4-2 win for Everton against Man United. 4-2 win for Tottenham against West Brom. And then 2-2 Man City, Liverpool, and also 2-2 Sheffield, Chelsea. Mikel Arteta for the final for me, or Guardiola, they're lucky managers when it comes to finals. And then I'll choose Mourinho. He's a specialist in packing the balls. Greeting to the guys in the studio. Happy birthday to CR7, Neymar Jr., and Carlos Tevez. Ike Malaki Afamefuna will choose Pep Guardiola because he knows how to win a match in the final minute. Congrats to Blues as they seal 3 points win over Tottenham. CMS Sunday, CMS says Tuja has not done anything surprising for my team, Man United. We're going to win 3-1. Great to know, Man U fans. From Awana ACN, it was great. He was great from the both team. Blue. Congrats to Chelsea, Madrid, Man City, Barcelona will all win. Man U, Arsenal draw or lose. The Mecca Francis Mankety rates Chelsea over 10. Mourinho really needs some rest. Bayern, Man United, Chelsea, Wolves, PSG, AC Milan to win. Arsenal, Tottenham to draw. Thank you. Wobodo Chokube said, what happened to Liverpool player Diego Jota? He's injured. He has not recovered to come back. That's it. Victoria Amanda is also here from Ibuza Sabah. Said, I'll pick Tuchel. He's the best coach of Chelsea. Gradually, we're climbing the table. Charles Henry Ikechukwu says for Chelsea, my darling club, their win against Jose Mourinho over Tottenham is good. Kudos to them. Chelsea is back, fighting spirit, willingness to win, and defense is rock solid again. So this weekend, Chelsea is playing Sheffield. It's going to be a one-sided game. 3-0 win for Chelsea. But that's how should win the other games. Omar Jada said Liverpool will carry the day. 2-1 win on Sunday. Arsenal to win 3-1. Nakwe Chukwu and Mecca from Akuku Ibo Delta State says I will choose Pep all through. I'm a Chelsea fan. God bless the Blues. While David Man Chibuike said good one for Chelsea. My club, Man United, will win tomorrow. And Man City will lose. Ocha Sunday says we will just broke Mourinho's record back to back. Losing in his home side. Wow. Up at Chelsea and Thomas Tuchel. And then Michael De Good said Tottenham disappointed me the most, but Chelsea won't escape Sheffield this weekend. I also pray Man City's loss. Man City will lose. Man United will bounce back. The manager you choose ahead of others is Atlas Bayern Munich coach. Okay, mean Hansi Flick. Your name is Abuchi Michael Igbo. Okay, aka Ezewata, one of First Tactile. If Fadigo Honora says very impressed with the result of yesterday, in fact, congrats to Chelsea. Chemelie, the author, Pen Doctor, says I'll pick Pep Guardiola for the single-legged must-win final. I'll pick Ole Gunnar Solskjaer if I want to go there because he's a comeback manager. All right, keep it coming. I have some more people joining us on Facebook. Nice to have you all. Jesus, you do Anya Balonam Diamila, good to have you here today. It's Kelvin Miles. Good afternoon to you too. Uchi Baz Udago. Nice to have you on the show today. Don Trapple. A guy in the UK. Manchester United. No. Let's keep going here from strength to strength. Inch by inch on Sapientia fan zone. 47 minutes gone past 2 p.m. We have all your comments still to come on Facebook. Divine Anthony Anichie, Edith Gift Chidozie, and all of you. So hang in there. Let me quickly pay the bills. I'll be back here on Sapientia fan zone. Don't move a muscle. Let's keep doing this.
and gentlemen, you're listening to Radio Sapientia 95.3 FM. gentlemen, you're listening to Radio Sapientia 95.3 FM.
Alright, welcome back, guys. We're still Sapientia fans on today. Kaliwood, I can also see you on Facebook. We're still here. It is Gift Chidos here. Chelsea, Barcelona, Inter Milan, and Man City will win. Man U and Arsenal to draw. Congrats to Chelsea for yesterday's win. Ivan Anthony and cheer. Congrats to all the winners yesterday for this weekend matches. Sheffield, Barcelona, and Man United will all win their matches respectively. My God. We got Chukwu Nabude here, aka 0214. Chelsea press you the most. Okay, I already took your tweet. Thank you for always being everywhere. Samson Ochichide Yakubu. The match is good to Chelsea over 10. I'll choose his name for the management. Austin De Santos Agboma said Chelsea just stay lucky yesterday. 2-0 win. Okay, 3-2 win for Everton against Man U. 2-0 win for Liverpool against City. 1-0 win for Sheffield against Chelsea. David King. The PSG win, Chelsea win. Pep Guardiola, my favorite, Joadim Low for a manager because of his selection experience. David Kings says it's too early to differentiate between Tuchel and Lampard. What goes around comes around in football. Samuel Chema is greeting all fans on People and JJ. David Kings. Okay, thank you for sending another one. Don Christian Chukuma say kudos to Chelsea for the wonderful performance yesterday night. I'll choose Pep. Thomas Tuchel 5/10. Chelsea, Barcelona, Man City will all win. Man U will draw. Marvelous Carlos, say happy birthday to the legendary Ronaldo. Chelsea will win this weekend. Come on, you Blues. As Oscar says, after watching Thomas Tuchel's first 3 games, I think Chelsea needs to visit Lampard and sack him again. Young Nuno Espirito Neto from Delta Asabad. United Godfather says, congrats to Chelsea and Thomas Tuchel for the weekend fixture. Let's the good sides win, especially Manchester United. Shout out to all Man U fans all over the world, especially Divine. Okay, there's no time again to keep taking all of them, but I want to appreciate everyone. Chibak Anthony Sonnet, Abdul Wahid, Aisa. Aisa, good to have you here today. Oh, Prince Dawn, thank you very much. Prince Edumafel. Also, okay, Tony is here. Prosper Ajono. The same players now possible for the purpose, unlike Lampard's time when it was the tragic back passes. One of some people's passes led to the penalty. One of these is subsequent games. I read to check 7/10. Prosper Ajono. Rejoice Adobe. Thank you very much for being here. Ike Malaki Afamefuna Joseph Nandet. Vincent Samuel. A Johnson Wabwane Chukudi. Sunday Martin. Emeka Piudo. Ike Chuku OD. Denko Ishepene. Sirente Sunday. Kelechi Okosu Kelechi. Toto Francis Jafet C. Wanne. Also here Ugodu Joani, Jonathan Victor Chimex, Ogene Buzo Enebeli, Engineer Oscar Okuchku, Samuel Chieme, also Young Zidane, Ikechku Agbedo, Alex Lawal, Jumo, Mason Mount, Wasco Melchizedek, Wisdom Ogene Mudiawori, Mom's Love is also here, Samuel Pascal. I see yours too. Augustus Nzekwe, Morris Big Dreams. Nake Peter Jr., Cyprian Okechukwu, Pioneer Young, also Chinedu Otuya, Ibrahim Rashida, Ogugua, Ferdinand, Adeze Zami, and all of you. Thank you very much for always being everywhere. Apologies to those who are just joining us and those whose comments we could not take in full because of time. You know we love you, right? Being with you here every day fills us with gladness. So here's wishing you a very fabulous weekend. Until we come again to be on Sapientia fans on next week. But make sure you spend your weekend on Sapientia because we are always here looking out for you. Until I come your way again, I've been missing you and I'll be loving you. You know my name already, okay? Thank you for those. Thank you to everyone. I want to apologize still to those who are still trying to call the phone lines. Appreciating everyone. I love you so much. My name is JJ Agadaguzedi, Avantgardist Radio. Here is saying, stay on Sapientia. Good afternoon. Goodbye for now.
This is Radio Sapientia
95.3 FM.
Sapientia.
Wisdom for life.